Benjamin Franklin, also known as Ben Franklin, was an American printer and publisher, author, inventor, scientist, and diplomat. He was born on January 17, January 6, Old Style, 1706 in Boston, Massachusetts, and died on April 17, 1790, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in the United States. He is remembered for his wit, knowledge, and beauty in writing. He made significant advances to science, particularly in the understanding of electricity. Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Those who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. He that can have patience can have what he will. A penny saved is a penny earned. In wine there is wisdom, in beer there is freedom, in the water there are bacteria. You may delay, but time will not. Many people die at 25 and aren't buried until they are 75. Fear not death, for the sooner we die, the longer we shall be immortal. Never ruin an apology with an excuse. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. I didn't fail the test, I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. Beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that's the stuff life is made of. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. He that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. Do not anticipate trouble, or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. Whatever is begun in anger, ends in shame. The heart of a fool is in his mouth, but the mouth of a wise man is in his heart. Never confuse motion with action. Love your enemies, for they tell you your faults. A slip of the foot you may soon recover, but a slip of the tongue you may never get over. Whoever would overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin by subduing the freeness of speech. Trouble knocked at the door, but, hearing laughter, hurried away. To find out a girl's faults, praise her to her girlfriends. In the affairs of this world men are saved, not by faith, but by the lack of it. Be slow in choosing a friend, slower in changing. When you're testing to see how deep water is, never use 2 feet. Life's biggest tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. If Jack's in love, he's no judge of Jill's beauty. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterward. Happiness depends more on the inward disposition of mind than on outward circumstances. Believe none of what you hear, and only half of what you see. Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Those who surrender freedom for security will not have, nor do they deserve, either one. How many observe Christ's birthday? How few, his precepts? Hide not your talents, they for use were made, what's a sundial in the shade? Well done is better than well said. Being ignorant is not so much a shame, as being unwilling to learn. Instead of cursing the darkness, light a candle. Lost time is never found again. It is the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. The Constitution only guarantees the American people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. If all printers were determined not to print anything till they were sure it would offend nobody, there would be very little printed. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. Remember not only to say the right thing in the right place, but far more difficult still, to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. This a great confidence in a friend to tell him your faults, greater to tell him his. The person who deserves most pity is a lonesome one on a rainy day who doesn't know how to read. There was never a bad peace or a good war. Who is wise? He learns from everyone. Who is powerful? He that governs his passions. Who is rich? He that is content. Who is that? Nobody. when the people find that they can vote themselves money that will herald the end of the republic. While we may not be able to control all that happens to us, we can control what happens inside us. Be civil to all, sociable to many, familiar with few, friend to one, enemy to none. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. If a man could have half of his wishes, he would double his troubles. Speak ill of no man, but speak all the good you know of everybody. Work as if you were to live 1,000 years, play as if you were to die tomorrow. To be humble to superiors is a duty, to equals courtesy, to inferiors nobleness. A brother may not be a friend, but a friend will always be a brother. It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it. We do not stop playing because we grow old because we stop playing. A house is not a home unless it contains food and fire for the mind as well as the body. When the well is dry, we know the worth of water. Never leave till tomorrow that which you can do today. The way to see by faith is to shut the eye of reason. If you would not be forgotten, as soon as you are dead and rotten, either write things worth reading or do things worth writing. Most people die at 25 and aren't buried until they're 75. Contentment makes poor men rich, discontent makes rich men poor. Security without liberty is called prison. The only thing that is more expensive than education is ignorance. Eat to live, don't live to eat. Fish and visitors smell in 3 days. Those things that hurt, instruct. Words may show a man's wit, actions his meaning. He that lieth down with dogs, shall rise up with fleas. Fools make feasts and wise men eat them. He who can have patience can have what he will. Beware of little expenses, a small leak will sink a great ship. For the best return on your money, pour your purse into your head. There are 3 things extremely hard: steel, a diamond, and to know oneself. No one cares what you know until they know that you care. All the little money that ever came into my hands was ever laid out in books. Reading makes a full man, meditation a profound man, discourse a clear man. How few there are who have courage enough to own their faults, or resolution enough to mend them. Genius without education is like silver in the mine. A good example is the best sermon. You will find the key to success under the alarm clock. You can do anything you set your mind to. 1 today is worth 2 tomorrow. The way to secure peace is to be prepared for war. They that are on their guard, and appear ready to receive their adversaries, are in much less danger of being attacked, than the supine, secure, and negligent. Having lived long, I have experienced many instances of being obliged by better information or fuller consideration to change opinions, even on important subjects, which I once thought right, but found to be otherwise. Eat to live, and not live to eat. A man of words and not of deeds is like a garden full of weeds. A great talker may be no fool, but he is one that relies on him. Lost time is never found again. Women are books, and men the readers be. I never saw an oft-removed tree, nor yet an oft-removed family, that throve so well as those that settled be. Glass, china, and reputation are easily cracked and never well mended. A new truth is a truth, an old error is an error. He's the best physician that knows the worthlessness of the most medicines. Would you live with ease, do what you ought and not what you please. Don't misinform your doctor nor your lawyer. Many a man thinks he is buying pleasure when he is really selling himself to it. It is a common error in friends, when they would extol their friends, to make comparisons, and to depreciate the merits of others. God heals, and the doctor takes the fees. Rather go to bed without dinner than to rise in debt. He that is of the opinion money will do everything may well be suspected of doing everything for money. Be not sick too late, nor well too soon. Early to bed and early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Most men die from the neck up at age 25 because they stop dreaming. Well done is better than well said. Like and subscribe to this life-changing YouTube channel for more great insightful videos.